of the Science and Technology Committee, but because I was on the school board 20 years ago, I was asked to do the education piece. So I'm going to try. Education is very, very dear to my heart. Down? Okay. I'm with it. Very dear to my heart. And not fully expecting what this is. This is not a vilification. This is what's happening. The first thing I would want to say is that this is not the last bite at the apple. We still have a chance in the Senate, and then of course the committee conference is going to come together, and that's when the real work will be done, and that's when we'll see the final numbers. The university system, I'm a graduate of the university system. I don't know if they would be proud of that or not, but they were cut system-wide by $80 million. $31 million specifically to UNH, and that represents about 200 jobs. There's also a little piece of $25 million that we borrowed last year that we haven't returned. I asked about that in a budget finance, and nobody really said much about it. They said it was in the Treasury, and the Treasurer came running over to me and said, no, it's not. So that's where we are. The community college system has been severely cut by $11.4 million, or 1/3. That represents our future. That represents jobs. That represents the training that we need, the grassroots. One of the things about UNH is that the tuition is probably going to go up for in-state students. So where are our students going to start? The community college. Portsmouth? Portsmouth is doing okay. Losing 11.3 positions is not a good thing. But between the city and the state, when I talked to Superintendent McDonough this morning, he said, we're going to remodel some things, reconfigure some things. We will probably have some bigger class sizes, but they're going to be okay. However, we have to look for deeper cuts in the future. What worries me, and I'm sure it worries everybody in here, is the transportation costs. How much have we allowed for transportation costs throughout this budget? I know when I go to the gas station, it's, you know, do I need to take a mortgage? Bills that have passed. House Bill 429, a travesty, lowered the dropout age. We had it at 18, it was working, and it's back now down to 16. Why? I don't know. This is part of what I don't understand, the rhyme or reason. House Bill 542, no compulsory attendance at any program or school that a parent doesn't feel conscientiously approved. What does that mean? I'm not sure what the implication of that is. House Bill 370, bullying. We're going to give superintendents a waiver so they don't have to notify you when your children are bullied within 48 hours. This could cause real problems, and they've also put a restriction on that bullying only takes place on the school grounds. And we know today with the internet, if you're at home doing something, that's just as egregious. That would be like saying, you know, the football team, well, if you don't drink on the field, you're okay, but if you go to that party outside, it's okay too. It's okay. And we say no. We make them sign a contract that your conduct on and off the field can be reflected. So we don't do that much for our students. We're also fooling around with the funding. How do we decide who gets what and how that's still being done in committee? House Bill 63 was stopped cold in its tracks, but that was going to end mandatory kindergarten. So we have a lot of things rolling around out there that we don't need to be proud of, and that we need to say that the children are our future. All the budget is interwoven. It all has problems. What are we going to do with retirement? What if we have mass teachers leave? What if? We can't take it in isolation like this. So I would put in my bid now to say, please, contact the senators who are now working on this. Thank you.